Disclaimer, there will be spoilers mentioned in this video, so if you haven't seen this film and don't want me to give anything away about it, this is your warning to go watch it first and then come back. Also, everything said in this video is just my opinion based off of personal experiences. Feel free to agree or disagree as you wish. After all, this is just a personal critique. Enjoy the video. 1, 2.
Bon.
At the time this gets posted, we'll probably be in Disney World, so why not celebrate by watching a non-Disney movie?
Gang, you ever just jump up, kick back, whip around and spin? No? Me neither. Let's start.
That's why it's so hard to film with you. Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Cowan.
And I'm Sam Duffer.
And welcome to Cowan-Duffer Critique. Today's movie we are going to be critiquing together is the Lego Ninjago movie.
Specifically the movie, not the show.
Yeah, let's just start. The Lego Ninjago movie was released on September 22nd, 2017, 4 days after my 11th birthday. Fun fact, even though no one cares. And was inspired by the original series Ninjago from 2011.
2011 to 2026. I was 5 when the series first started. I had already been 11 for multiple months when the movie came out.
Yes, you're 5 months older than me. The directors of the movie were Charlie Bean, Paul Fisher, and Bob Logan. And the screenwrite was by Bob Logan, Paul Fisher, William Wheeler, Tom Wheeler, Jared Stern, and John Whittington. Sorry.
Names are hard.
You got a whole bunch.
Oh, fun. Why'd you put his full government name? Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon. His full name is on here, but the others are all their first names.
I looked up how to write his last name, and it just gave me the full government name. So I was like, I don't want to be wrong, so let's just put it in the script.
We got Dave Franco playing Lloyd Montgomery Garmadon. Michael Pena plays Kai. Dirk Stolberg plays Cole. Kumar Nanjiani plays Jay. I butchered that. Zach Woods plays Zane. Abby Jacobson plays Nia. Jackie Chan, the legend, plays Sensei Wu. And Justin Theroux plays Garmadon. Probably butchered that too.
AKA our main characters. Our story starts off with a kid in a Japanese antique shop. Real life, by the way, it's not animated yet. Where the owner tells him the story of Ninjago and the story of Lloyd.
Obviously, we drop into a fish tank, which takes us into the Lego world of Ninjago. There, we're kind of just running through a newscaster source, and this news anchor gives us news about Garmadon. Apparently, they report on him 24/7, which must be exhausting. News about Garmadon, the ninjas protecting the city from said Garmadon, and they also tell us that it's Lloyd's birthday.
Happy 16th birthday, Lloyd. However, discrimination is real, guys. And everyone just hates Lloyd because he's Garmadon's son.
Suddenly, Garmadon attacks the city by having his henchmen, the fish people.
Nom nom nom.
That's the noise the sharks make, not the
sorry.
minions. Henchmen attack the police station, pop a kid's balloon. It is looking bad because he's trying to roll over Ninjago, just like every other Tuesday.
That poor kid's balloon. But don't worry, guys, because the ninjas are on the case. And they're taking out the henchmen. They're saving civilians until Lloyd encounters his own father. And they have an argument about what really matters to Garmadon. At first he says sushi. Lloyd is just trying to pull it out of him that his son matters to him, which it clearly doesn't. It's just a whole conversation about nothing. Lloyd wants it to be him and it's not. He blows up his dad. We get the Wilhelm scream 6 times. I hate the Wilhelm scream because I find it to be very lazy. It's used way too much in almost every single movie. And he argues that it's iconic to movie history or whatever. As someone going into this business, I think it's extremely lazy. Never gonna use it. I swear on my life.
Also, people don't know who the ninjas are, for the record. Nobody knows the Green Ninja is Lloyd, including Garmadon. So it's just really weird for the Green Ninja to be like, why do you not care about me? So it turns out Garmadon's completely fine from getting blown up. Go figure. He's got 4 arms. He's a bit weird. He's a bit quirky. Lloyd yells at him to leave to get out of his life. So he does, but—
Get out of my life, Dad! Sorry.
Didn't say dad there.
Get out of my life, Garmadon!
So he does, but he will be back, obviously. In the meantime, Garmadon goes back to his volcano.
If they want Garmadon to be, out of their lives, why don't they just, blow up the volcano that's literally right in front of them? This could have been solved, many years prior. It's just not.
Are you aware of what happens when you blow up a volcano?
Oh, does it erupt?
It explodes.
Well, I thought it wasn't a real volcano. I thought it was just his layers.
I mean, it operates like a real volcano. So if you want to destroy the city, then sure, blow up the volcano.
Sensei Wu has a talk with Lloyd, telling him that he needs to defeat Garmadon like properly and to not use this super effective weapon because yes, it will defeat Garmadon, but it will also destroy Ninjago.
Garmadon returns with his own samurai robot that his engineers designed for him after he fired a lot of generals. And by fired, I mean he like launches them out of the volcano.
And this will come into play later.
That's what I was gonna say. We had one rule. It was no interrupting each other, and she's the one who breaks it. She made the rule. But yeah, so he has his own samurai robot. It kind of looks like a shark. Go figure, it shoots sharks.
Nom 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 nom.
And he's attacking the city. Lloyd uses all of his bombs again from his Robo Dragon, but it doesn't work, and Garmadon takes him out. So he takes over Ninjago by climbing to the top of the mayor's office.
And that's how you rule Ninjago, kids. But Lloyd shows up with the ultimate weapon that Sensei Wu told him not to use, but he's a rebellious child. He uses the weapon, but it's actually a laser pointer, and it summons a real-life cat. The same cat we actually saw at the beginning of the movie that Jackie Chan was just like, that's a monster.
So the cat literally destroys a city, just tearing it apart, any Lego city with a cat. And it destroys the ninjas' mechs. And both the cat and Garmadon, they have now conquered Ninjago.
And after a very confusing conversation between Garmadon and Lloyd's mom, who is just like,
I tried to tell Lloyd not to be ashamed of who his father is, but I'm starting to think he's right.
oh, now you are! Now you're starting to think that he's right. Better question, why would you do it with a demon?
He's not a demon.
You could have prevented so many of these problems from happening, though.
Eventually, when Lloyd leaves, very manly,
Like a baby.
he finds the other ninjas, and they hate Lloyd now.
And Sensei Wu also appears.
He tells them that the only way they can defeat the cat is by getting the ultimate weapon by crossing to the other side of the island.
So they go inside the dangerous jungle, and Garmadon follows them. They have a little fight, and Sensei Wu gets washed away by a river. And for some reason, they take Garmadon to go get the ultimate weapon that will defeat the cat. They just take the enemy with them to go defeat the other enemy that is on the first enemy side? I don't know.
You're not just gonna leave him there. You're gonna take your captured foe with
No, you could. You could just leave him there and let him like starve and die or whatever. Problem solved.
So there's two choices. There's a fork in the road. There's the right path, which is long but very rewarding, or the short path, which is dark and dangerous. And Garmadon says to go down the dark and dangerous one, so they do.
They listen to the enemy.
That conveniently includes the former generals Garmadon fired at the beginning of the movie. His hiring team must be great. So they capture Lloyd and Garmadon, but the ninjas are here to save the day by learning how to be ninjas by watching about 7 minutes of ninjas movies.
Watching.
They basically had a whole conversation about nothing and just decided they're proper ninjas now. They had a whole conversation, then watched a bunch of ninjas.
That's nothing. And they were just like,
Okay, we're ninjas now.
Play the movies. All right, we got this. I mean,
that's not real skills. I literally looked at you after they had their conversation and was like, did they just have a whole conversation about nothing? And you were like, yeah. And they build a giant mech while Garmadon teaches Lloyd how to throw. Actually, he doesn't teach him how to catch, just how to throw. While the ninjas are fighting and risking their lives, father and son are bonding right now. However, Lloyd's arm gets ripped off. He's just completely fine because Garmadon just puts it right back on. This scene just went on for way too long. Like, it was so dramatic for nothing. Like, I get it's supposed to show like they're bonding, but it was just like, whatever.
they did not build a mech. It was like a flying car.
Oh, sorry.
After destroying their new flying car, not a mech, and they don't destroy it, they kind of just crash it into a goat. They make it to the temple that holds the weapon, which is actually Garmadon's childhood home. We also get the love story between Misako, Lloyd's mom, and Garmadon, which explains why he and Lloyd never had a relationship.
But when they find the ultimate weapon, Garmadon makes an offer for Lloyd to be his general #1 and to rule Ninjago basically together. And obviously, Lloyd is against this, and Garmadon escapes with the ultimate weapon. Wow, who could have seen this coming? Maybe we shouldn't have taken our greatest foe.
The ultimate weapons is the elements, ice and fire and earth and green. But yeah, it's a essentially these Lego pieces that are each of their elements. But the ninjas discovered, thanks to Lloyd, that they have the power inside them all along and they can now produce their elements. So it's not the pieces themselves, but it's them. So they head back to Ninjago and Garmadon gets swallowed by the cat when he's threatening it with the element pieces. But Lloyd tames the cat and gets his dad out by the power of feelings, aka Garmadon cries fire and the cat spits him out.
Okay, so when Lloyd's mom goes to check on Lloyd to see, you know, if he's okay, like any other mom, she literally takes off his legs like it's nothing. After we just had an entire dramatic scene about his arm getting ripped off. Whatever. So Lloyd discovers his own power, which is to connect all of the people he loves with the power of love.
That's how the movie ends, pretty much.
So now we will be giving our overall thoughts and both giving our own ratings out of 5 stars. I can personally see why a lot of people did not like this movie compared to the rest of the Lego movies. Like, yeah, some of the jokes were funny, but a lot were just unnecessary. Okay, yes, it is a kids movie, but even then, some kids movies don't have that many jokes or that many dramatic scenes to the point where it just doesn't work. It's just too much. Most kids movies don't have that, and that's what makes them good. Like with the whole arm getting ripped off, there was no point. I'm sorry, there was no point to that. And Sam has actually shown me like almost half of the first season of the original Ninjago. I'm like kind of disappointed about how much was cut, how much wasn't added, like how they don't even do spinjitzu like once. Why? Like, that was the whole point. The pilot, I give this movie 1 star. Half of the star is because of the jokes, because some of them were funny. I actually quote them like even before I saw this movie the full way through.
Lloyd.
How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
L-O-Y-D.
I need you. And the other half of the star is for the level of animations that went into this because it looked really great. You know, it's one of the Lego movies. It always looks good, but the writing ruled out the rest of it.
So we'll start with my star ratings. I'm actually gonna give it a 3 star.
3 star, wow. I thought you would be lower.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a kid's movie. I'm not gonna be like, this should be Oscar-worthy writing here. It's a kid's movie. I'm gonna treat it as such. Turn it off your brain, it's just fine. Not thinking about Ninjago as the series, it's fine. Granted, I still have a lot of issues with it. As someone who watched a good chunk of Ninjago when it was first coming out and is currently rewatching it, I wrote multiple notes. That's the weather app. Starting at the start. Garmadon's a terrible dad in the movie. Like, especially at the start, which is so different from the main show because, like, he comes back from one of the other 16 realms in the main show because Lloyd's in danger to save Lloyd.
Really?
Yeah, he cares so much about his son. And, like, the entire time Lloyd's becoming the Green Ninja, he's like, I want Lloyd to not be trained to be the Green Ninja because I don't have to fight my son. So he's such a bad, like, interpretation in the movie because he's like, I don't even know who you are.
Later on in the movie, he does, like, start to care about his son, but it took the whole movie.
Misako, Lloyd's mom, she looks a lot younger in the movie compared to the show because she's like Garmadon and Woo's age. Well, she had a kid with Garmadon, but she's in love with Woo because of a letter that Garmadon stole. It's a whole thing.
Your stepfather is also your uncle. She's worse than Belly from The Summer I Turned Pretty, choosing between 2 brothers.
Jay is so awkward in this movie.
Oh my gosh.
Like, he was kind of awkward in the show, but he was very sarcastic. He had comments for everything. And he always had jabs to make back if someone made a jab at him. In this, he's just like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so awkward. Oh. They redesigned them to also set it apart from the main series because they're not the same timeline, so that the movie's not necessary for the show. But it was also an attempt to pull more people into the show. The problem is a lot of people came from watching the show to watch the movie, and it was completely different and wrong, essentially.
They were probably disappointed.
A lot of people were disappointed, which is why this movie did not perform very well. None of these voice actors appear in the show or anything like that. Lloyd has some crazy daddy issues this entire movie.
That's just what the movie's about.
Which, don't get me wrong, he's got some in the show. Like, the entire point's the Overlord and stuff, and stopping the Overlord with the Green Ninja. Not, hey look, I hate you, Dad. Kai and Cole are really hard to tell apart the entire movie.
Yes.
They lost all their personality. Cole's supposed to be the strong, kind of brute forcing one. Kai is kind of the main character in the show. He's the ninja that sells the most in actual sets.
Cole's personality in this movie was just that he likes music.
He likes old music.
That was it.
Kai
didn't have anything, I felt like.
Kai pretty much doesn't have anything, yeah.
All he has is fire. You sure you want to give this movie still 3 stars?
I'm debating 2.5. The water army Garmadon has with all the soldiers wearing fish armor and stuff. It's neat, but random, I feel. And we do see the skeletons for a little bit in his backstory, but I would have liked if that was his army and we got to see more of the comedic skeletons because they're really funny in the show. Zane, they make the fact he's a robot so, it's his entire character. And I've heard the main show's been doing that the last few years. He started out not knowing he was a robot in the show. He didn't know that until we watched the movie because we didn't get to that.
I was just like, wait, why are they treating him like a robot?
They make his entire thing being that he's a robot.
He literally says,
I'm just a normal teenager.
Something I did wish we got to see in the movie is the golden weapons.
Like-
I would have liked to see the golden weapons return, or the elemental blades could have returned, or the techno blades, something. We didn't see anything about Samurai X. The vehicles are really fun though. I do enjoy their mechs a lot. There's something where I'd be happy to get them as Lego sets.
that's kind of like a Lego movie thing. They've done it for all of the Lego movies.
The voices don't really feel like they fit the characters. Coming from the show, they don't feel like they fit in the movies. This one really don't touch upon any of the other ninjas' backstories except for Lloyd.
This whole movie was about Lloyd, which is so disappointing because in the original series, it was mainly the 4 ninjas. I felt like they were just robbed almost. They gave him main character energy way too much.
The lack of knowing the ninjas' identities was really strange. They don't know Spinjitzu. The first steps for them becoming their own ninjas was learning Spinjitzu and getting the golden weapons.
I spin jutsu for like 3 hours.
And they're just like,
We know it.
no, they don't. And they
don't
never do it.
They never do it. When Wu's telling them about their elements, he performs the elements.
Yeah, I was like, can't
That's
he not do that?
how that works.
He can perform all of the elements. Why can't he just defeat Garmadon at that point? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Lloyd was like the Avatar in the original series.
He kind of is.
But here, he's not. Literally, all he's good for is talking.
Moral of the story, we talked it out. The last thing I touched on was, I did like that the legendary weapon, the laser pointer, ties this into the rest of the Lego movies. I like that a lot because it brings a real world element that ties it in like the Craggle and stuff. It makes them seem cohesive, like a same universe kind of thing, which I like.
They don't do that in Lego Batman.
But yeah, no, I like that they tied it together like that, which does make it a little interesting though, because original ZX Lloyd from the main series appears in the Lego movie. Yeah, we will take it down to 2.5 stars because I've noticed a lot of plot points as I've been talking.
Overall, no. Like, I was telling him this when I first started watching the original series of Ninjago. I actually want to like show our kids that series because it looks really freaking cool and it's pretty fun. So.
By that point, who knows how many seasons there will be.
Great. So, how do you feel after doing your first critique with me?
Guys, put it in the comments, should I get a Bonbon hand puppet for these videos?
On my personal channel, his thing is saying Bonbon from Five Nights at Freddy's
Sister location.
I was gonna say it. So now he must make it his thing whenever he's on both of my channels. I hope you guys enjoyed our first critique together. Once again, comment down any movies you would like for even both of us to critique.
Clutch powers, rah!
And we will see you guys in the next film or Cowan critique. Or Cowan-Duffer critique. Bye!